Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Leon Porter. Thanks for tuning in to Sports Live Stadium. I'm taking the channel in a different direction, but not entirely. You're still going to see the high quality content that you're watching now, but my channel got demonetized, as I've shared before in the previous videos, and it may sound monotonous me mentioning that every time. But that's just to keep you up to date of what's going on regarding the channel. Thank you again, subscribers, for helping us to reach 1,000. We truly, thank you for what you've done and the dedication and the support that you've shown to ensure that our channel is a success and that we continue to produce and put out high quality content for all to enjoy. Now, in this particular segment, I'm going to share with you the making of the National Battle of the Bands. This isn't an exhaustive video. It's just a video that's going to show you that I was actually there. I was actually on the field and actually doing the recording. I did emphasize in the last video that I don't like posting long, drawn-out videos. That's why you may see that there are different cutoff points, like a part 1, part 2, part 3, whatnot, that you see of the videos out there, and you don't hear much from me because I want you to enjoy the full experience of what's going on, the sights, the sounds, the lights, and the horns, and the band, and the dance auxiliary, and all these different type things that's going on at the location. But at this particular point in time, I'm having to be in front of the camera, encouraged to be in front of the camera to share with you about these particular segments. You may hear some ambient noise. It's my beautiful, lovely wife that's sitting doing some things around the house. But yeah, so let's get to it. This particular segment that you see on my computer, or you see right here, is actually the National Battle of the Bands that was in Houston, Texas. It was a media pass that I was given to gain access to that stadium and actually on the stadium field to do these recordings that you are watching. And with these media passes, you must get approved. You just can't walk out there on that field in these professional stadiums and say that you want to do recording. Okay, you get thrown out. May even get jail time. But you want to ensure that you have the right media credentials. And with these particular events, every last one of them that you see, I had media credentials. I had approval to be there. I had approval to be there to actually do the recording because it was something that I was qualified to do and had to be, you got to be qualified. They look at what you do. They look at your content. They ask you these different type questions, speaking in terms of the media staff at these events. And if they like what you see, you got superior work, you're professional, and all these different type things, you gain access to these events to help promote what they're doing. And that is what, I got access to do. I gained access to do to help promote all the goodness that they were doing from their end and what they're promoting and what they're doing regarding their events. And I have no issue with that. It was very nice and welcoming for them to allow me to be there. And every last one, every last event that I've been approved for and got media credentials for, I am so very thankful, especially to the staff of that put together the National Battle of the Bands in Houston, Texas. Now, this particular stadium is the NRG Stadium of the Houston Texans. And it's the quarterback of the Houston Texans is Deshaun Watson. He's from Clemson, South Carolina, and outstanding athlete, as well as all the other players that are outstanding athletes there for the Houston Texans. And big shout out to the general managers and the president of the Houston Texans. They have a lot of good elite things that's happening that will prepare the team this year for 2020 to be the possible national champions for when the Super Bowl is played in 2021. It's still trying to get used to the 2020s because time seems to be, but actually you enjoy every moment, and you just thank God for each and every day. All right, behind me you see my white coats. But there are media passes that are on those white coats from the NRG Stadium. I'm gonna walk over there and get them for you. And these videos recordings may seem, kind of scripted, but it's not. But the reason why I said that is because in the last video you saw me walk over there and got the Bayou Classic Battle of the Bands. So I don't think that really matters to you, right? But this particular media pass is for the National Battle of the Bands in Houston, Texas. Get that as close as I can so you can see it without it blurring. And it may have blurred, but you know what I'm trying to get to. What I'm trying to show you, that is. What I'm showing you, that is. Again, it was at the NRG Stadium. Now, this particular band event had several different type bands there. But on the computer, what I'm showing you here on the computer is the Marching Storm. And the Marching Storm is actually, as I digress, see, that's why I'm not in front of the camera, because I'll be talking you, bending your ears and digressing and doing all these different type things. But since I'm in front of the camera, I guess, you don't mind me sharing these things with you. Today actually is January 25th. And in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium there, which is an event I wasn't able to make at this particular point in time because of a medical situation that occurred with a family member to where I wasn't able to make travels for that event. Had to take care of home first, but everything has worked out and on the healing side of things. Okay, but in Atlanta, Georgia today at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, there's actually the Honda Battle of the Bands that's going on this particular day, 2020, and the time now is 3:16, and it has started actually 16 minutes. It's 16 minutes to where that particular event has started. Went to the one the year before that, and I mean, it's an outstanding event. And for the ones that have not experienced Honda Battle of the Bands, let me repeat that over again. For those who have not experienced Honda Battle of the Bands in Atlanta, Georgia, you get another opportunity this year to get your tickets ahead of time, because I highly recommend you experiencing that event. There's a lot of goodness that's going there regarding band battles and dance auxiliary battles and crowd interaction and all those different type things. So if you missed it this year, prepare and try to get to that event and pack that stadium out in Atlanta to show your support for what they're doing, because a lot of these different type of organizations that have these events, a majority of the money, if not all, is going towards nonprofit organizations, charities, helping people in the community to have a better life, and it's going towards some good. And I like Honda anyway, personally, because of the product that they put out, like the vehicles. I really enjoy riding in my Honda, because of it's an elite machine, and has very good gas mileage for the ones out there that is seeking purchasing Honda brand and Honda line. So that's my experience and my opinion that Honda is a excellent brand, and I really enjoy it. So the NRG Stadium As I pick back up on it, I think this is where I left off there in Houston, Texas. I was actually there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my phone to record because I'm still working towards getting screen capture on my computer. I don't have that. I have an old version of it from 2020, not 2020, but years ago. And at that particular time, it was like $59. That goes to show you how long it had. It's been about 10 years. You know, I haven't been using it. So, but I'm going to record this particular screen. Now, this is the Marching Storm. This is actually video clip 1772 from my camera. And this is when the band was actually in the stands. Hold on a minute, let me start that again. Oh no, I see what's going on. I like using Adobe Premiere Pro as I shared in the previous video. Yeah, but this is when the Black Foxes were in the stand doing their battle of the band and dance. And that's me walking the camera over there to where they were. Now, if you notice in my videos, you see more of a real look. And I'm not saying that the other videos that you see on YouTube, let me turn this off here. I'm not saying the other video content that you see on YouTube is not real. I like the real there, I said it again, but let me explain. I like the real motion look. I don't do it on purpose. I try to hold the camera that you're viewing me on as steady as possible. As steady as possible. And I do have a floating lens on this particular camera to where it takes out a lot of the shake. Image stabilizer on the camera. But I like the real look, the motion of me moving around, and it doesn't look like I'm floating, you know, or just, you know, it doesn't look it doesn't look smooth like how many video recorders, sports recorders have in their video. There's something about that you know is just the signature that I like to be on my video. Now I may utilize that particular method at some point in time, but right now this just, you know, where my investment is right now in this camera, and I'm getting the most use out of it. I could purchase like a stabilizer vest, but I don't want to be wearing something, you know, cumbersome that can restrict my movement whenever I'm holding the camera and doing recordings. And there's a place for stabilizer vests and these different type things you can hold up and do recordings on. But right now, I just like handheld, letting the camera operate at its maximum capacity to do what it do. Okay. All right, I'm seeing a red light. It's flashing, so that means that my time is almost up on this particular video segment. And I truly thank you for watching. And if I haven't said it already, thank you, subscribers. I haven't emphasized it enough, that is. Thank you again, subscribers for watching and supporting this channel. It is greatly appreciated. Again, I'm taking this particular video segment a different direction since my channel was monetized and then got demonetized. So that's why you're seeing my face. And not only that, I'm not just talking about that, but I'm also sharing some valuable information that can help, and tips that can help you as a videographer of sports. You know, I do believe in helping others out. I don't believe in just holding and hoarding everything for yourself. If you can help someone, and this is a message before I close, if there's any type of sports videographer out there that's doing what we do right now, recording you know, what we do, what we're recording, help someone out, show them some tips, you know, share. When you give, it will be given back unto you. And that is a principle as a Christian in the Word of God that I truly stand on and believe in. When you give, it shall return unto you. So if you're a giver, that helps you. If you're giving, that also can help you make a living, a good living, and not only that, but what we're doing and what I'm doing. This isn't the end all be all. This isn't something that And when you're recording, you do what you enjoy. But as a man of faith, I trust in God. I trust God. God is my provider for me and my family. If YouTube say, you know what, we tired of doing YouTube and we closing everything down, you won't find me, heartbroken. I would be, concerned, like, why are they taking all that goodness down off of the internet? I mean, what's going on with YouTube? What's going on with YouTube? I may have a little moment, okay? A little big moment, but I'll get over it because that will be YouTube's decision to do so. But thank you, YouTube, for keeping this platform up, allowing us to utilize it. And thank you, content creators, for doing what you do. And thank you, YouTube staff, for helping us as students of YouTube, as content creators, do all the videos that you put out, helping us to learn so we can do better with what we're doing, and learning about all these different type changes and so forth and so on. All right, you've seen me 3 times in the same sweater. So I know you're probably wondering why you're seeing me 3 times in these different sweaters, the sweater, over the course of these videos. It's because I'm recording back to back, back to back, because I have another assignment that's coming up that I have to get to. So I'm sure you don't mind, right? All right, well, that concludes this particular video segment. Thank you for watching Sports Live Stadium, and I will see you next time. Continue to prosper in everything that you do. And again, if you haven't hit that notification button, hit it so you can be up to date on the next video uploads that we post. All right, until next time. Bye-bye.